Second nature for children is in the house. How you doing, Coach?
Great, man. Great as always.
I'm doing absolutely great. Great to see you. I hope everyone is doing well. As the family coming into the house, I need everybody to hit that subscription and make sure you subscribe. And right beside that, hit that notification bell so you'll know anytime we're putting content out, you'll be notified. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. You know, I see people viewing, but a lot of times they don't hit that thumbs up. And if it's anything that's coming out that you don't like, then just shoot me a comment and let me know why you're not hitting that thumbs up. Because I don't want people to think that we're just a channel coming on to just entertain people, or like there's a lot of channels that's strictly just for entertainment. We are not a entertainment channel. You know, we're working to take us as a Black community, as a people, to another level, and definitely working to help our youth, to help our children. So, family, as you come in, make sure you subscribe, hit that thumbs up for that like, and make sure you share this information with at least one. I know you have more people that you can share it with, but I'm seeing that we're not even sharing it with one person. So if we can just make sure that this information get to at least one other person, get them to subscribe, get them to like, and share this information. Do you understand, Coach, that if we had 1 million people and everybody just gave $1, that's $1 million. What we can do with that $1 million. But a lot of times, and we'll talk about this on another video, why is it so hard for the Black community to trust other Blacks? We'll do that on another video. But today I want to just talk to you for a little bit about, are Blacks evolving? Are Blacks evolving? And when I give my perspective of it, I'm going to give it from a group and as individuals, because I'm coming from that way by looking at it. But I wanted to ask you, did you read anything or come by anything during the course of this week that you wanted to share with us?
About 10 days ago, what we 21st, 22nd. Yeah, but the 7 to 10 days I read an article and they're talking about CNBC had an article talking about how much money do you need to retire comfortably in every state. I don't even know if people really paying attention to that, but I'm not going to give all the states, but what stands out, most states is 56, 57, 58,000 to retire comfortably. Now they put a 20% buffer in there. You know, I always talk about have some sort of cushion just in case something happens. They put a 20% buffer. So most states is in that range, 56, 57. The lowest, I take a note, the lowest is Mississippi, that's 55. Ain't no with a couple $1,000.
Right.
Georgia, where we here, is 57,000, Alabama, 56. But the highest is Hawaii, 121,000 to retire now. So if that's what we're looking at now, right? Just imagine 10 years from now, what we're looking at. And if you put in retirement overseas, you will see so many sites pop up because so many Americans are going overseas, Panama, Costa Rica, you know what I mean? Different places because they can't afford to retire here. So, you know, for people who working and who close or, 10 years out, whatever, you might want to start thinking about, can you do it here? And if not, find an alternative because if it's not working here, that doesn't mean it can't work somewhere else, so. But yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Wow, great information. Great information. And that information right there is going to base a lot on the decisions that people are making today.
True. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I hope that they're hearing what you're saying. And from time to time, anytime you get information, coach, because I know you're very well read on certain things that, your mind is inquiring and you're studying certain things and reading certain things. So definitely going to have to let you bring that information to us. So that is definitely something to think about further as retiring. And that's why folks work until they 120 years old, because you know, and then they don't even have the money to retire. And then a lot of them, once they retire from one job, then they just end up getting another job
Because health insurance. Health
so
insurance. Yeah.
so great information, coach. Great information. I thank you for the information, and I hope that people take heed to that information. I know today I was talking to my son, and it was good to see him. He had traveled in for an occasion that he was dealing with, and he asked me today, like, what's the goal in your channel? And and I just yeah. We dialogue. We had a great dialogue. Of course, I gave more, just giving, because once I crank it up, I'm crunk. But when he asked me that, I was like, that's a great question. I know what the goal is, but I simply want to make sure that people that are watching and that are viewing in understand why you and I, and why I put out videos myself. What's our goal? And I want to be very transparent because, like I said a little earlier, this is not an entertainment. I don't come to entertain. Like, I've had people to say, "Hey, coach, won't you do this to your background, do that to your background," to really pull the people in. And I understand all of that, to do this, do that. But for right now, I'm not gonna even worry about that, because I'm not here to entertain you Negroes. I'm here to bring that knowledge. And why do we have to be like children that I have to dangle candy just
Damn.
to pull you in for something? So if that coming to get wisdom and knowledge does not pull you in, then maybe this just not for you right now. So maybe one day I hear the clowns or some dancing behind me to make you stop. But right now, I'm not studying that. So I want people to understand that second nature for children, we are an organization. And a lot of people that's on YouTube, they are not even organizations. They are what they call YouTubers, where they come on and make a living, where you could say, well, uh, they come to entertain you. They may just put up sports or music or whatever they're doing just to entertain you. But we are a organization where we work with children. And now take the name Second Nature. Second Nature means, and I defined it as, since I'm the creator of this Second Nature organization, CEO and founder, doing right without even thinking about it. That's what came to me when I began to organize this organization. So Second Nature simply means to do right without even thinking about it. And that's what we want kids to do. We want kids in these three areas that we deal in, dealing with the mind, the body, and the soul. I want you to automatically take care of your physical being. I don't want you to have to go to the doctor and the doctor tell you about to die because you're overweight. I want it to be second nature that you take care of your physical being, that you take care of your mental being, that you take care of your spiritual being. That's what the organization is about. And we cater to the youth. So now I'm coming back to work with the adults who want help. That's a tough task, because if we can pull, I can't do it all by myself. You're with me, coach. You and I can't do it all by ourselves when it's so many children that need help. So it dawned on me that, okay, let's reach out. And like I said earlier, if we have 50 some states, even if we had one person per state to say, hey, I'm part of this organization, what we need to do, we can't even get, that's why I was telling you in another video, it's certain changes for as us coming together as a people, we just won't see. And it's sad. And I wish they would prove me wrong. We just won't see it in our lifetime because us as a people, we're too divided and we don't trust each other. And we're very easy to be misled by foolishness. See, if we was coming out to scam the people, run some type of scheme, oh, we could pack the house out because we selling the yo, if we were coming out to scheme, we can pack the house out. But since we're not scheming and we're coming in to really pull together to help our youth, all you have to do is go to our Facebook page, see the work we're doing, go to our website, see the work we're doing. This is for real. But one thing in my experience dealing with us, we don't really, how could I put it? When something is real, we really can't see it. We always pulled in by what's fake. And then when we get hurt by it, and then when something come real, we don't know how to really respond to it because we was hurt by so much that was fake that we bought into. So I just, yeah, so our goal is definitely to reach the children. We have a vision where we envision complete wellness. That's what I call the program, complete wellness. And that's learning how to interconnect all three areas, the mind, the body, the soul, together for optimal success. And we envision that for our children so that as they become adults, they can live a more healthy and productive life. Because just imagine this right here. For the people who are struggling with their health, what if someone would have instilled in you at a very young age that taking care of yourself is just second nature? You don't even have to think about it. It's just something you do. What if somebody would have instilled in you at a very young age that whatever you're dealing with mentally, that you know how to get help from it? We are adults right now today and still don't know how to accept help, especially from our mental state. A lot of things that we are dealing with from our past, we don't know how to heal from it. And now as adults, we're struggling and we don't realize that a lot of things that we're dealing with today that's causing depression or stress or things like that, bad relationships, a lot of it stems from our past. And we don't know how to address it and we don't know how to heal from it. And we'll definitely toe up spiritually because we already know through history how that done us. And we'll do that on another occasion. We have done that on several occasions, but spiritually, we are not even connected to ourselves. And that's really hurting us as a people. So our organization and our mission is definitely to inspire youth to reach their greatest potential through these three areas. So that's our goal, to make sure that eventually the youth get a hope to this information, because it's a new mind out there that's lost. And so if I can get that new mind that's lost hooked on to this great information, then we'll begin to see a change. But just imagine if we can come together as adults to begin to change so we can help our children. So that's why we're going to talk about tonight, Coach. Are Blacks evolving? Now, let's break it down. To evolve is to develop gradually. So before I even get an answer, I just want you and the people to hear. To evolve is to develop gradually. Because you're gonna be able to answer it, they're gonna be able to answer it. Now, I'm not talking about us as an individual first. I'll do that later, because I know as individuals, some of us are evolving. I know that. So I want to stay just for a minute on us as a people, as a group. Are we evolving? Are we coming together where I can see a difference, that something is gradually getting better for us? Are we working things out, not as a workout physically, but some problems that we're having Are we putting solutions? Are we working things out? Are we going through a process of growth and change to a more highly organized condition? It means to release, listen to it, to let something go, to get to another place. Are we evolving? Are we changing? What you think about that? Then I give my answer. Let me go and just jump in right now and just going to get to it, because I want people to understand that when you and I, when we come up with these topics, we don't talk about them. So whatever your answer is getting ready to be, if it's opposite of my answer, I don't know. So and I like that, because I don't want to have no planned show where we can sit down and no. I like for you to come on, give your perspective. We'll come up with a title. We don't talk about it. And this is where we first meet on Sunday night. You give your perspective, I give my perspective. But I see, and I'm gonna break it down after I get some from you. But as a people, I don't see us evolving at all. So are Blacks evolving as a group? My answer would be no. Coach?
I said the same thing, man. Individually, yes. As a group, no. Because if we were doing that as a group, let's say a much bigger percentage than it is right now, we would have seen significant changes on every level, whether it's the electoral level, you know what I mean? Whether it's how they handle us as far as police brutality, whether it's incarceration, you know what I mean? We see a whole lot of changes. But as the day goes by, another year come by, it seems like everything is the same. I know individually we're making moves, but collectively, it's basically the same, man. You know, I think we're more, I say, assimilating than evolving. We're going towards what others are doing, not the good things either. Mm-hmm. You know, you think we pick up the good things, you know what I mean, to be better. We're going to what others are doing and emulating them, man. You know, and that's not even us. So yeah, I would say no. Yes, individually, but no collectively, because I think if it was collectively, the change was made, or the evolving was taking place, we would have seen it in front of our eyes in terms of, you know, distinct changes in every aspect of society. So okay. We're not seeing that. So, you know.
And that's sad. That's sad. And what hurts me with that is that it's hurting our children. A lot of people not thinking about that. That if we're not doing nothing up top to make a difference, to come together, to organize for the betterment, definitely for ourselves. But we're not. That's why on a lot of videos, when I talk about us being very selfish, if it don't hit your home, then you don't worry about what's going on outside of your home. Mm-hmm. You know, and it's so sad that it takes for something a lot of times to hit us personally or hit our home before we decide to make a difference or decide to do something about it. And we have to become more compassionate to others. That's so that we will be able to look back or look down to help others. You understand? Because a lot of us sitting up on our high horse. That's why I say we need to look down. A lot of us sitting up here, and like I said a little earlier, thinking that we have made it. You understand? So, you know, we look down, but what hurts me, like I said a little earlier, worse than anything, is that it affects our children when us adults doesn't come together for the betterment for us as a people. Now, I was listening to something a little earlier this week, and I'm gonna have to pull it up to get some more information on it. But before I give too much information. But I definitely heard this part that they're getting ready to take the children, and now you can't give them a zero. They're gonna start at 50%. In other words, we're gonna begin to pass. Just came out this week. I'm gonna pull it up. We're gonna begin to pass your child, regardless they doing well or not. We're gonna move them on. We're gonna look into that. So I want you to understand that our children are in a system. And what hurts us as a people a lot of times is that we don't understand the system. Now, watch what happens. They come and tell the teachers, if your group of children, say you got about 25 to 30 children in your classroom, this happened a couple of years back. We need for your children to score a certain score on the test. If they don't score a certain score as a group, then you may just lose your job. So now, when the test comes out, the teacher knows they can't pass. Okay? So what you think the teacher gonna do? Because you have threatened that teacher livelihood. So now, so now, little Timmy, hey, erase that. That's wrong. Put a B right there. Put a C. Do you understand? Now, the teachers have begun to help the children pass the test. And then it became a scandal.
Yeah,
Do you remember that?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. So now it becomes a scandal that the school system is helping the children pass the test. But I just want you to see how it's designed for us to fail. And that's just like us now being on YouTube. And I'm gonna push it over to Facebook. And that's why I asked Facebook family to come over to YouTube, subscribe. Because listen, when certain information go through the algorithm, and if that algorithm doesn't like that information, it'll slow that information down. That's why I'm telling the people, us, move this information, like, share. Listen, we won't even do that. And it's free. It's free for you to subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and share the information. So what in the hell make you think anytime soon we're going to do anything collectively as a people when we won't come together and do something for free? Lord have mercy, if you ask for money to support the organization, we don't understand finance. Now here comes they scheming. It takes money to run an organization, to do certain things, especially when you have a budget to do certain things. But people who don't run an organization or who are not a part of an organization, they don't understand that it's another way to make money instead of just going to hit someone's clock. See, most of us have the go hit the clock mentality. Anything out of hitting the clock is a scam. And then you have people who come on and speak so elegantly that can pull you into a scam because they can sell you a hope and you'll give all your money. And then when it doesn't come through, now all of a sudden, anytime someone try to come on that may be real, investigate, check it out. With Second Nature for Children, we are an open organization. You can pull us up. You can go to our Facebook page, see our work. Go to our website, see our work. Pull us up and state it. You can do whatever you want to do. But why not support the organization, especially if you're not doing anything? If you're not supporting no organization, if you're not, join a hold to something for a movement. That's what has happened to us as a people There is no movement. And us as a people, coach, we are not evolving. You got anything you want to share?
No, I concur, man. I mean, when it comes to YouTube, man, proliferation, entertainment, sports, um, advice and relationship, that takes the gamut, basically.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And the lane with information to evolve, what have you, if the stage is not set per se, or someone, I guess, renowned, it's going to be what it's going to be. But I mean, I can only hope, like I said, you can put it out there, and then when it's needed or when they need it and they're searching, they'll get hold of it. That's the most you can do, man, because they say you can bring them to the water, you can't make them drink, man. So.
Absolutely. And I'm going to continue, coach. I don't care. I'm going to be very honest with you. I don't care if it ain't but one view. I'm going to keep putting this information out because it's the truth and it's facts. And I'm going to use the word hope. I'm hoping that our youth get a hope to this information, because I'm guaranteeing you, and I made a promise and I made a guarantee to the people, that if I've told you to do anything that can take your life to another level and it did not work for you, hit me up. I haven't heard from anybody yet. Because what I do, I stay basic, I stay safe. The journey that we're on is not a complicated journey. The people we are complicated.
Yeah.
We make it complicated. Listen, if you are overweight dealing with the body, that's not complicated, family. You need to get your mind together and begin to lose weight. That's not complicated. So what's going on here? That's something that is so simple that you're not grabbing a hold to it. And go ahead on, Coach.
Okay, but what if and I'm just throwing it out there, what if a lot of people like you, look like you, actually look like you in terms of overweight? If it looks like it's normal, you know what I mean? Until the doctor say, or until something happens,
Absolutely. And I would say from that right there, that is definitely still, everything starts up here. For you to even think, because you see fit people, whether you see overweight or obese, it's not like that's all you're seeing.
True.
So why you're not gravitating toward what would better benefit you, and that's to take care of yourself. Something has happened here. And a lot of times we deal with a lot of trauma from our past, or something that we could be going through at the time, that food is comforting.
Yeah.
Food is comforting. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes along this journey, we have made such bad decisions we can't even think of taking care of ourselves because we're only trying to survive.
Yeah.
You understand? So if you're looking around, and that's why you have to be very careful. I remember when Monique was trying to make being a big girl was big and sexy and all of this and that, until she got a little information about her health and everything. Right. Now getting in shape is, do you understand what I'm saying? So we got to stop using excuses when we're in certain places or certain positions to make it comfortable. We got to stop that. And we got to know that if I'm overweight or obese, I need to take care of myself, because eventually that's going to come, if it haven't already hit me, it's going to come with health problems. Something is going on here for you not to take care of yourself physically. Something is going on with you spiritually that you're not able to start a process and to continue the process, because that within you is where your discipline, your self-control, your tenacity, that drive comes from within you. But what happens a lot of times, coach, we're so disconnected from ourselves till we can't get nothing accomplished, because a lot of us are always depending on either somebody else or something else to save us.
Yeah.
I want you to think about that. And that's where religion plays a big part in, I'm waiting on this savior. I'm waiting on this savior. No, the savior is already here.
Yeah, yeah. In
Mirror. It's already here. It's already here. What you're waiting on to take care of yourself. So that's the problem. And that's why I don't want our children. And that's why every day when I'm working with children, coach, I'm working to change that mindset. What you waiting on? The time is now, because all you have is now. And I did on another video, you can never leave the now. You never leave it. You never leave the now. All you have is now. So when I'm gonna get started, you better get started now. And we're struggling in all of those areas, dealing with the mind, the body, the soul, and like I said, things subtitled up under them. Every person is dealing with something. Either it's your physical being, either you taking care of yourself or you not. It's your mental being, either you dealing with a mental disorder, or illness, or issue, or you trying to stabilize yourself. A spiritual being, if you're part of a religion, they got you locked in where you can't see nothing on the outside. But watch this. I want every person that's hearing my voice right now, when you go to church Sunday, and I've told you before, especially in the Christian sector, the different Christian churches, I want you to look around your church Sunday morning, and I want you to see these people been coming to church damn near all their life. And you're going to tell me that you've been going to church all your life, and you so into Jesus and you so into God, and you in the worst physical shape. You in the worst mental shape. You in the worst spiritual shape. And you haven't even had the consciousness to sit back and say, whoa, something is wrong with this. Either I'm playing church or it's not real. You got to ask yourself, because if you telling me you going to the healer and the healer is not healing you, it don't take, that's a problem. Go to church Sunday, look around your church. First, see how many overweight and obese people are sitting around you that you know been overweight and obese for a long time. Look at the sickness in the church. It's in the church. I'm telling you something that you can go see Sunday morning. You don't, listen, I don't have to pull statistics up for everything. Some things you could just observe and just take a look at. When I was the prayer director over 2000, when I read these prayer requests, let me tell you something. These prayer requests let me know that something is wrong with our people mentally. And I'm not even gonna say what that, but they let me know at that time, back in 2000, 2001, that, whoa, something is wrong. Something is wrong with our people mentally. And spiritually, we're disconnected from ourselves.
Mm.
We don't even know who we are. We don't even know. We're so, that's why I put out the video. That's why, go back, every video that I told you, Coach, they have significance to them. If people just take the time to listen to it in parts. But I told you we need entertainment therapy. When someone is trying to give knowledge and wisdom, that doesn't really attract. We got to have some type of entertainment. So we really need, as a people, entertainment therapy. So, Coach, I'll let you go.
Could it be, man, that once you face the truth, you have to make a decision, you have to make a change?
Yeah.
Once you face it, you have to make this. Like, you ask yourself a serious question that affects you personally. You ask yourself the question, and you got to give yourself that answer. And a lot of times, if you're honest with yourself, that answer, you got to do some changes that you might not even be ready for. You know what I mean? So, I mean, to some degree, man, I think is accountability. You know, I got to put in this work. If I'm honest with myself, I ain't ready for all that. You know, but I saw a piece sometime this week. I saw a piece where it says that there's a direct correlation between what you eat and your heart and your brain.
Absolutely.
How it can affect it. Direct correlation. You know what I mean? Absolutely. So whoever's listening, man, be mindful. You know that stuff you eat got you hurt, your stomach hurt and all that, but you like it so much and what have you, man. Do your own little research to, do better, at least evolve in that aspect. Then hopefully, that'll transcend in other areas. At least work on your physical, man, being better. Hopefully that transcend to your mental as well as your spiritual. But that's what I got, man. Keep evolving, keep being better. That's all we can do, so.
I'm going to leave it right there, Coach. That's a mouthful. I hope they heard you. And one thing about yourself and me, we're working, dealing with these problems that we're having, and we're bringing solutions. So I put it out there right now that if you need my help, if you need our help, snfchildren@gmail.com. I've been working in this field dealing with us over 3 decades. So anything dealing with the mind, the body, and the soul, all you have to do, if you need help, hit me up. And until the next time, Coach, we're going to get out of here. You always got that perfect last word, and I appreciate you. And until we come together again.
All right, same here, man.
Yes, sir.